Hello guys, my name is Max. Welcome to my channel. I'm NX 777 pilot, and nowadays I'm working my way through the type rating of a Boeing 747-800. Today we're gonna perform a flight between Munich, Echo Delta Delta Mike, and Brussels International Airport. We're going to try to make it as real life as possible, including real life traffic controller using vatsim and real world routes. This is the airplane. We are currently preparing for cargo loading. Meanwhile, let's head to the flight deck and go through the pre-flight procedures. So, welcome to the Boeing 747-800 flight deck. As you see, we're going to be using today an FS2 crew add-on, which I think it's a very realistic first officer add-on. As I believe this airplane is not meant to be flown alone as for the operational procedures, and we need an extra hand. So I will be the pilot flying, and the FS2 crew first officer will be the pilot monitoring, executing commands as setting flight levels and altitudes, flaps and gears, and any other commands that can be issued by the pilot flying. Currently, we have the airplane state as received from the ground engineer. As you see, it's not a cold and dark. It's external power connected with the external air conditioning unit. So first thing we going to do, we have already the first officer set the IRS switches to nav. You can head to the FMC, idents, check the airplane type 747-800 cargo F as a freighter. Engines Gen X-ray 2 Bravo 67, and the nav data is 2208 August 11 September 0822 validation. Some airlines play with the drag and fuel flow. I just don't like that. I just leave it off, as we have everything planned by the flight plan. So reference airport, we enter Echo Delta Delta Mike for Munich Airport, and we are at stand 902. And this is GPS position comparing to the stand. Happy with the results. We had this in the IRS position, and then on the navigational display we have more than 4 to 3 minutes alignment time. Meanwhile, we can check the weather and go through. I like to check it directly through SimBrief. We go first and check the wind aloft. Wind aloft is light and variable, flight level 320-300. Beautiful day to fly. Segment we have some ceiling over Munich airport, and I can hear it thunderstorms already, and good weather over Brussels for precipitations. No precipitations along the way. Can going to have some chops departing Munich airport up to flight level 430. Meanwhile, we can request from the guys to start boarding the aircraft. We have already refueled the airplane. We received it refueled already. We have 30.1 fuel by the flight planning. I did add an extra 1 ton for the fuel for taxiing. We can do the first officer doing the walk around. Can sit the panel configurations and the communications. Still have 1 minute for alignment. We can start planning the flight management computer. I am currently doing my type rating on the 747 now, and I hope with these videos on my channel I can share with you the experience, the limitations, and the airplane goods and downs. I love the 747. I wanted to fly it for all of my life, and I think it's the right time to just do the type rating. As we are on an external.
I'm back from the walk around. Everything's good.
Thank you. As we are on external air conditioning system source, we have a temperature today of 25 and 24, providing air with 24, which is good. It's recommended to turn the packs and the isolation switches to off while we are getting the air from the external air source. Do not damage the packs, and we can connect the packs whenever we disconnect the external air source again. What we can do now, we already have the iris aligned. We can go ahead to the ACARS and request the flight planning from the company. Echo Delta Delta Mike, Echo Bravo Bravo Romeo. And the departure, expected departure, estimate departure time is 18:15 with the estimated time en route 01:28. It's going to be a short flight, as I already have brought the airplane yesterday from Doha, Qatar to Munich, and today we're gonna fly to Brussels later on. Gonna take the airplane back to Qatar for the flight after. For the airline ID, we're using as usual Quebec Romeo Qatari, and the ATC flight ID is going to be Qatari 87. go ahead and connect the D-Link, and then this will give us the option to send the flight plan information to the company, and then the company will send us the flight plan through the FMC ACARS, and this way we don't need to fill up the FMC manually through the papers and go waypoint by waypoint, get the first officer or the captain to check the flight plan. This way we receive it already electronically by ACARS, and this will take a lot of workload of the pilot. So we go ahead with the request, confirm flight Munich to Brussels request, and you see here the flight number Qatari 87. The request has been sent. And we load while the first officer doing the pre-flight procedures. I'm going to be filling up the FMC. So we have this already.
Okay, I finished my scan.
Thank you. We're gonna activate it, and then we go to the performance page, as we are going to receive this automated from the company as well, including the zero fuel weight, the cruising flight level, the cost index, and the fuel reserve. This could be altered, of course, because, for example, the initial flight level is 260, but our final requested flight level is 320. So instead of flying to flight level 260, because it's a short flight and have a secondary climb after, shortly after 320, we can just accept the flight plan and set 320, as we are capable to climb straight away. Cost index is 20. This is a company procedure cost index. For the reserve, I believe this is a wrong number by the flight plan. This is a 14.3. It's correct. Sometimes the flight plan has it wrong by default, but it's a very accurate number. It's 14.3. And now we can go ahead and go for the departure procedure. But first we have to check the ATIS for Munich. It's 123 125.
Expect vectors for independent parallel ILS approach runway 08 left and 08 right runways and use 08 left and 08 right. Transition level 60, wind 060 degrees 2 knots, cab OK, temperature 25, 2.9 QNH 1015 trend, nosing Moonkin information Charlie.
So
Out.
that's information Charlie.
Moonkin information Charlie. Automatic. Met report time 1720 Zulu. Expect vectors for independent parallel ILS approach runway 08 left and 08 right runways and use 08 left and 08 right.
So
Transition
08 right
level
for
60,
departure.
wind 060 degrees 2 knots, cab OK, temperature 25, 2.9 QNH 1015 trend,
1015.
nosing Moonkin information Charlie.
Charlie
Out.
information we have. You can head to the ground and ask for the 121775, 121775.
Lufthansa 4 Delta Charlie is fully ready, requesting pushback.
Lufthansa 4 Delta Charlie, pushback approved, facing west blue line.
Facing west blue line, Lufthansa 4 Delta Charlie.
So we are going to request now the clearance for to Brussels. So as runway, it's going to be runway 08 right. No.
Blue Panorama 112, contact München Tower 120 decimal fast, bye-bye. Blue Panorama 112, contact München Tower 120 decimal fast, bye-bye.
So this is correct. Runway 08 right.
Confirm, we
The
120
departure procedure
tower,
is
Blue
give
Panorama.
him 6 echo departure. Let's do it. So Qatari 87. Good evening, Qatari 87, Boeing 748, information Charlie, stand 902, request clearance to Brussels.
Qatari 87, April, hello, information Charlie, startup approved, cleared to Brussels, give me 6 echo departure, out of 08 right, Flatland Road, climb by the switch to flight level 70, squawk 1000.
The departure procedure 6, give me 6 echo departure, 8 right, initial climb is 7000, and squawk code is 1000, Qatari 87, thank you.
Qatari 87, negative, climb by the switch to flight level 70.
By the set, flight level 70, Qatari 87.
Qatari 87, read back correct.
So we have, let me check my, yes. So by the set we have 70, which is the initial climb, of course. And then we set the squawk code 1000. And as we have received
Lufthansa
for
4
clearance,
Lima Foxtrot, confirm you have started your pushback.
6 echo.
Pushback
Give
is in progress with
echo.
some issues with the pushback driver.
And for the
Roger.
arrival, ILS going to be ILS 01, as I believe Brussels today are using 1 runway operations. Betty 5 Alpha, execute. We check here, we have no flight plan discontinuity. And of course the transition we can then add it before descending upon the updated ATIS on the destination airport. Now we can go and load the window loft that have been sent by the company. We can go to the descent forecast and load the descent winds.
Thanks.
Welcome. Have a nice flight.
For here we have the departure procedure. We have a transition altitude of 5,000 feet set. Great. And now we can go to the fixed page. I like to add in a fixed page the sector boundary, which is 25 miles from the airport, just to use it as a reference to know when we leave the minimum safe altitude or leave the airport area or enter the airport area for destination. Cool. Now we head for the takeoff. But before that, we are going to for the oxygen test. So we have a crew oxygen quantity of 1,800.
Lufthansa 4 Delta Charlie requesting taxi.
We keep testing until for 10 seconds, and we notice that we
Lufthansa
don't have
4 Delta
a
Charlie,
huge drop in the or leak
Entry,
in the
taxi
crew oxygen.
entry 07 via Delta 6 Blue Line, Oscar 2 Delta 4.
1, 1, 2, 3,
Entry Sierra 7 Delta 6 Blue Oscar 2 Delta 4
6,
Lufthansa 4 Delta Charlie.
7, 8, 9, and 10. Great. We set the park and brake. And we call for the pre-flight checklist. Pre-flight checklist. Pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Flight instruments.
Heading 350. Altimeter at 1015.
Heading 350. Altimeter 1015. Parking brake.
Set.
Fuel control switches.
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist complete.
Lufthansa 4 Lima Foxtrot ready for taxi.
So now we have
Lufthansa 4 Lima Foxtrot, make
the
about 80 on to
takeoff
Center 2,
performance.
taxi entry November 3 via Center 2 Delta 2.
So now we have a takeoff performance by runway 08 right. So we have to calculate if this is appropriate for our takeoff weight to be used 08 right and which flaps configurations could be used. So we are not fully overweight today, so we can use durated takeoff thrust 1. We use automatic flap optimum configured out. We are going to use backs off takeoff with the engine anti-ice off. Dry runway configurations. Let me check the METAR, latest METAR for Munich. Munich 13 is 1720 Zulu, auto 060, 2 knots, cab OK, temperature 25, 2.09er, QNH 1015, no significant change. We go with the wind 060 and 2 knots, which is kind of variable. 25 and the QNH 1015. For the takeoff, weight by the flight plan, we do have 358.1, but we can check. We are 360.3, so we are 1.9 tons extra. This is a neat thing about PMDG. It can read the weight. Yes, takeoff CG is 22. It calculates. So it's going to be a flaps 20 configurations, takeoff configurations, with a V2 of 163, derated takeoff thrust 1, 96.6. Don't think we can use derated takeoff thrust 2, no. So we're gonna stick to 1. It's a long runway anyway. We're gonna do that through the departure procedure briefing. So flaps 20. Thrust 1 and temperature 25. Go to the takeoff page. 25 as a reference. Temperature we said the wind was 060, 2 knots. We're going to be using noise abatement procedure 1. The sits at the Munich airport is noise abatement corrected already, so which is climb to 3,000 feet as acceleration height. Whenever we reach this altitude, we start taking the flaps off and start accelerating. And when they say the gear up, bugs up, this means the getting the airplane is in a clean configurations. So great. The thing that Boeing 747 has is whenever we add information, it gets the climb to performance, but we're gonna use climb 1, and then if we have a high vertical speed, then we can change this later to 2 later on. So you can set now the V2163 as a reference in the MCP, and can set the runway heading. Which is 080. Set, we arm LNAV and VNAV. And now we have to debrief the first officer departure briefing. Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
So it's going to be a left seat takeoff using runway 08 right. Be the takeoff durated takeoff thrust with assumed temperature and flaps 20 configurations. The airplane is in a good and clean configurations. There are no special NOTAMs for today. We are currently at stand 902. We're expecting to be taxied out runway 08 right using Sierra Romeo Sierra 3 Sierra Bravo holding point Bravo 2 runway 08 right. Runway length is 13,123 feet. For the departure SID procedure, we have give me 6 Echo departure, chart 10-3 Mike. Stand by, guys. Chart 10-3 Mike, effective 23 May. Transition altitude 5,000 feet, set in the FMC. Munich radar approach 123-905. Airport elevation 1,487. After departure, remain on tower frequency when advised by ATC. Contact Munich radar. SID are also noise abatement routines. Strict adherence with the limits of the aircraft performance is mandatory. Simultaneous parallel departure in progress. This means there's a departure from 08 left and 08 right in progress. Pilots have to proceed exactly on extended center line until starting turns as published in departure. Give me 6 Echo, speed maximum 250 knots below 100, flight level 100, or as by ATC, not applicable within airspace. Charlie. Minimum safe altitude 3,700 feet. For the routing, give me 6 Echo 08 right, climb on a runway track to DME 2.6 Delta Mike Sierra or 1,900 feet, whichever is later. turn left to intercept 312 bearing. To Mike Echo Quebec, and 307 bearing to Gib. We are using packs off takeoff with anti-ice off. Same crew, forced return. We are in case of an emergency or engine failure. After takeoff, we have to burn some fuel before returning back to the airport. The SID is give me 6 echo, and the noise abatement procedure is 1. No concerns. Any questions?
I'm good.
Departure briefing completed. Now we can go ahead and start the APU as we are cleared with the aircraft loading. Display doors. Display doors. We go back to the performance page to compare our flight plan brush weight with the fuel. So we have a 360.3 and takeoff weight by flight plan 358.1. There's a difference, 1.7, 1.8. Fuel 31.4 tons. Correct. Now we head back to the takeoff page for the before start checklist. Now we do have APU, EGT, and N1 100. Check. APU is running message. We head to the overhead. APU generator 1 on. Now at this point we can contact the ground and ask to disconnect the ground equipment.
Go ahead.
Please disconnect the ground equipment.
Roger. Disconnected the GPU and air. Captain, the GPU and air are disconnected.
Can we pressurize the hydraulics?
Roger, you're clear to pressurize the hydraulics.
So we have been cleared to pressurize the hydraulics. And now display doors. Now all we can do is wait for the airplane doors to be closed. At this moment really we cannot do too many. Just sit, chit chat, and wait for the airplanes to be closed. Doors to be closed, sorry. Can check temperature. We don't have packs yet. You can turn the packs on while waiting to not get very hot and decrease the temperature. I like it cold in the cockpit. 22 is good. Switch back to the ground 121775.
Lufthansa 9 Mike Bravo taxi to entry Sierra 7 via Delta 2 Whiskey 2.
Taxi to entry Sierra 7 via Delta 2 and Whiskey 2, Lufthansa 9 Mike Bravo.
Here's a load sheet for you.
Thank you.
München April, Servus, Austrian 8 Kilo, Information Delta, request clearance to Wien.
Austrian 8 Mike Kilo, München Airport Service Information Delta, startup approved, clear Wien, City to Echo departure, flight plan road, climber seats, flight number 70, squawk 1000.
Clear to Wien via QT to Echo departure, climb 7,000 feet, flight plan route, squawk 1000, Austrian 8 Kilo.
Austrian 8 Mike Kilo, negative, climb body seats to flight level 70.
This guy doesn't like initial climb 70. He wanted by the SID.
Flight level 70, Austrian 8 Kilo.
8 Mike Kilo, negative, via the seats to flight level 70.
He wanted by the SID.
Via the seat, flight level 70, Austrian 8 Kilo.
Here we
8
go.
Mike Kilo, read back correct.
Still waiting for the doors.
Lufthansa 9 Mike Bravo, no landing traffic reported. All stations above are closing. Monotinicom 122.8 Flug.
Unicom 122.8 for Lufthansa 9 Mike Bravo. Thanks for service and have a nice evening.
We usually, what we do is, if we don't have a cargo master on the airplane, the first officer get to close the door, or the captain get to close the door by himself, and then proceed with the checklist and the pre-flight before start procedure. Here we go. We have doors are closed. Before start procedure.
Are we cleared to pressurize?
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah, so as you see, the first officer turns off the packs again for the engine start.
I am ready for the checklist.
Before start checklist. Before start checklist.
Lufthansa 500
Before start
detect.
checklist. Supernumerary signs set. MCP.
Lufthansa 500, April, hello, region 5.
555, Lufthansa 500.
V2163, heading 080, flight level 700, 70. Set and check.
Takeoff speeds.
V1 143, VR 151, V2 163.
CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Completed. Trim.
6.3 units, 0 and 0. Set and checked.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Beacon. Both. Before start checklist complete.
Grand Qatari 87 requesting pushback.
Qatari 87, pushback approved, facing west.
Approved facing west, Qatari 87. Now we can go ahead and request the pushback tug. Usually we have the pushback tug before the clearance, but for the time being we can just request it. It's going to be fast. Start sequence 4, 3, 2, 1.
Check.
Ground to cockpit, tug positioning now. We'll be pushing back in just a couple of minutes. Confirm parking brake is set.
Parking brake is set.
Check.
Locking the gear.
Houston ground to Lufthansa 500 requesting clearance to Rio Asphalt.
Lufthansa 500, information Delta cleared to Rio via the Algorithm to Echo departure, flight plan route, climber the zip to flight level 70 squawk 2334.
Parking brakes released.
Asphalt, standard level. Departure Al
Start
to
engines 4 and 3.
Echo.
Starting 4 and 3.
QNH 1015 and initial flight 700. Squawk 2334.
And of course the Boeing 747-800 is doesn't have a
Lufthansa
manual start.
500, say again
We
please.
can start both engines 4 and 3. And whenever we hear the clicks,
Clear
the first
to
officer
Rio,
starting the engines,
Al
we
to
go ahead
Echo.
and turn
Departure
on the fuel
initial
control
plan 700, squawk
to on positions,
2334.
and we monitor
Lufthansa
into
500,
rotation,
negative,
oil
climb
pressure
via the zip
rising,
to flight level
N1
70.
rotation. Wait for the good
Climb
start.
via
Around
6 to
60, 67 into, we can have an engine running indications.
500.
500, is that correct?
The Boeing 747-400 has a manual start where you have the option.
Austrian Mike
for,
Kilo request pushback.
Sometimes you start engine
Austin
by
8 Mike Kilo,
engine 4,
pushback approved,
and then you
facing
wait for
south.
3, and then you
Pushback
wait for
approved,
engine 2,
facing
and
south,
and this
Austrian
takes
Mike Kilo.
longer time and has also an automatic start as an option. Could be selected from the flight head. I can probably demonstrate this to you in some coming videos in the future. So now we hear the clicks. We have 2 engines running, hydraulic pressure message, and we can go ahead and start engines 2 and 1. Start engines 2 and 1.
Starting 2 and 1.
Into rising, into rotation, oil pressure rising. We monitor the N1. We have an N1 rotation as well, and we wait for engine running signal.
Pushback complete. Set parking brakes and confirm.
Parking brake set. We hear the clicks. We have an engine running signal. We go ahead and tell the first officer to go and proceed with the before taxi procedure and set the takeoff flaps. Before taxi procedure.
Okay.
Flaps 20.
Service disconnected and clear. Bypass pin has been removed.
Flight controls. Rudder.
Clear left and right. Disconnecting now. Have a good flight. Bye-bye.
Flaps 20. Marshaller is inside.
Flaps 20, checked.
Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist, anti-ice, auto, recall, checked. Auto brake, RTO, flight control,
Check.
ground equipment,
Clear.
clear. Before taxi checklist complete.
Fuel tank to engine. Grand Qatari 87 requesting taxi.
Qatar 87, taxi to entry Sierra 3 via Romeo.
Taxi to entry Sierra 3 via Romeo Qatari 87.
Flaps 20, green.
Check. Clear on the left.
Clear right.
Fuel tank to engine messages depends on the takeoff weight. So when I tell the first officer to configure the fuel tank to engine, it's disconnect the reserve from the fuel in the tanks. I'm going to explain about this in the cruise or on some coming flights. So we're gonna go taxi Romeo. This is Romeo, left on Sierra 3.
Austrian 8 Kilo, request taxi.
Austrian 8 Mike Kilo, taxi to
On Sierra
entry
3,
Sierra 7 via
here,
Whiskey 2.
the ground will switch us to the tower. I
Taxi
don't
to
think
entry
the tower is
Sierra
online.
7 via Whiskey
All the
2,
way to
Austrian 8
ground
Kilo.
2. And here in Sierra we can do the before takeoff checklist.
Munchen ground, Walker 1376 for light push and start.
Walker 376, push and start approved, facing south, blue line.
Face south, blue line, Walker 1376.
Qatar 87, no further ATC, have money to Unicom, bye bye.
Switch Unicom, Qatari 87. Thank you, bye bye.
Austrian 8 Mike Kilo, no further ATCS, money to Unicom, schönen Flug, servus.
122 decimal 8, Austrian 8 Mike Kilo, danke, ciao.
So the guys here just have switched us off to Unicom because there's no tower online at the moment. So we're going to continue taxiing by via Sierra to Bravo 2 holding point. Whenever we are close to the runway, we are going to say our takeoff intentions. And the thing on vatsim, there are a lot of people flying, pilots flying online using vatsim, and they think it's okay to just log in on the runway. Nobody is flying today, but this is completely wrong, because you always get surprised by an airplane landing or airplane taking a shortcut taxi to the runway. Probably are lightweighted and can
München traffic of Kilo taxiing to holding point runway 08
from a
right
shortcut.
via Sierra and Bravo 3 off.
Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist, flaps.
Flaps 20.
Flaps 20. Before takeoff checklist complete.
It's a beautiful airplane. So as now we are approaching Bravo 2. The thing was this airplane is it's high and wild and heavy, so you cannot taxi fast with the airplane. Like I see some guys taxiing 25 knots on the ground. This is not for the 747. Probably you can do this with the Airbus or Boeing 737. They are light and very easy to maneuver on the ground, but 747, it's most of the time carrying heavy cargo, and so on a straight line you want to keep it between 10 and 7 knots, probably 12. On the turns you have to keep it between 7 and 5. So I think this is Bravo 3, and Bravo 2 is the second turn. Yes, this is Bravo 2, so we can start our turn. We are on Unicom. Now we can announce our intentions for the departure in case of a landing airplane or something. Munich traffic, Qatari 87, lining up runway 08 right for an east departure via Give Me 6 Echo. Frankfurt traffic. Line up items. Line up items.
Okay.
I'll take weather.
I'm ready to go.
And one thing to mention is 747. It's not recommended to go to the center line with the airplane nose. It's better whenever we are heavy weighted. Better to go. We need every feet of the runway. So for not wasting any feet and going with the nose, centering the airplane on the center line, you can just go across like this with a slow speed and then turn the airplane all the way to the center line. Of course, if it's not an immediate departure. And now we can start turning. This way we didn't miss any feet of the runway. This is called the heavy entrance. Right on the spot. Setting takeoff thrust.
Check.
Set 45% so we get engine stabilization. Stabilized. Take off.
Check.
Thrust ref.
Check. Knots, thrust set.
Checked.
V1.
Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
And now.
Check.
VNAV speed.
Check.
Mission traffic Austrian Kilo lining up runway 08 right up.
Autopilot.
Check.
You see, we have precipitations here over Munich, as mentioned in the weather chart.
Left peg to normal.
Check.
Center peg to normal.
Check.
Right peg to normal.
So now the first officer is recycling the packs back to normal. And this is, guys, with a noise abatement procedure. You cannot retract flaps. So you try to gain as much vertical speed climb as possible, which is VY in Cessna. Similarity, just for an explanation, until reaching 3,000 feet above the ground. Once you can pitch the airplane nose down, here we go. Now the airplane will pitch the nose down, accelerating the speed, try to get the flaps 10 speed retraction. Flaps 10.
Speed check. Flaps 10. flaps 10, green.
Flaps 5.
Speed checked, flaps 5. Flaps 5, green.
Check.
Transition.
Flaps 1.
Speed checked, flaps 1.
Set standard.
Standard set.
Flaps up.
Flaps up. One to go. Flaps up.
Set flight level 320. After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist, landing gear up. Flaps up. After takeoff checklist complete. Flight level 320 set.
Checked. I don't think we have a controlled airspace here over Germany yet. No? But we're soon going to be contacting Langen radar on 123275, so we can preset this. 123275.
Flight level 100.
Checked. As we are now departing through the SID procedure, crossing the Mike India Quebec
Checked.
to give me. With the 747, as most of the time we take off with heavy weight or maximum takeoff weight. On the SIDS chart is mentioned as a note in red, maximum speed is 250 knots or below, below flight level 100, sorry, or as instructed by ATC. It's better if the control area is not crowded to ask the controller for a high-speed climb, because climbing on a 250 is below the flaps 1 or flaps 5 sometimes retraction speed. So climbing to flight level 100 on a flaps 5, this will cause a lot of drag and use more fuel for during the climb. So it's better to ask the radar or the departure for a high-speed climb. In this case, you can climb on a VNAV speed, for example, 265 or 260. So we can have a clean configuration climb. Now we can go ahead and clean the departure airport charts, and we can follow with the flight plan route status. So we can check the fuel progress. Now we are inbound airnash waypoint. We must have a fuel of not below 25.8. So we can check the fuel progress here by the flight log. And we check airnash 245. And we're going to be having 25.7, which we have 1.2 extra tons, so we don't need to play with the cost index. We can leave it as it is. Cumulus clouds here around. I think weather will clear up as soon we leave the German control. I started using recently this Volanta application to log the flying hours and to see who's flying around in vatsim, which is a very neat application. So I must say it's very good, and you can have your own profile and have your hours logged. I have been using Flight Simulator a long time before becoming a pilot, and I have a lot of hours, but unfortunately I don't have them here logged, so I'm now using Volanta so I can log in the hours from now on, especially flying the 747. So now we're going to contact Langen radar before in-bed. Probably whenever we exit Ermel, we're going to contact Langen radar and tell them we are flight level 320, inbound embed, for example, southeast 10 miles, 15 miles, inbound embed. Then he's going to tell us radar contact. We already have the squad code. Probably he will give us some new squad code. So we are about embed now. You can contact Langen radar 123275.
Plus 27 Echo, descent 4,000 feet, QNH 1014, cleared ILS 25.
Descent 4,000 feet, QNH 1014, cleared ILS 25.
Here we go. Langen radar, good evening, Qatari 87, climbing through flight level 270, flight level 320.
Qatar 7 Langen radar contact, continue climb level 320.
Continue flight level 320 Qatar 87. I was checking the chart, and the controller asked me to contact him before entering the airspace, and this is a real life. You contact the control before.
Great, 48, switch now, Unicom altitude estimate, goodbye.
And to get permission to enter the airspace, you don't go into the airspace and then you contact.
Delta 32, request climb. 330, I've called you like 3 times, climb flight level 230. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, flight level 230, Delta 32. I mean, you can say 3000, but I guess it's in your interest. Yes. Lufthansa 18 November, direct Degat.
Proceed to Degat, Lufthansa 18 November.
Lufthansa 235, proceed direct Olben, report final cruise level.
Please repeat direct.
Direct Olben, and what's your final cruise flight level?
Direct Olben, and we are on cruise altitude.
Okay, roger. Is that 11 Charlie second?
Tickets alert.
1 Charlie, roger, you can climb, there's no traffic. Traffic is 1,000 feet below you, level 360.
Roger, we'll meet at 370. Thank you.
Langenräder Gude, Lufthansa 796 Heavy, passing 2,600.
Lufthansa 796, Langenhallo, radar contact, climb via sit level 230.
Climbing via sit flight level 230, Lufthansa 796.
1 to go.
Lot 6876, descent flight level 220 at 2000 feet per minute or greater.
Descent to flight level 220, 2000 feet or greater per minute, lot 6876.
Swiss 27 Echo, can I contact the tower?
Swiss 27 Echo, sorry, yes, 118.8, goodbye.
118.8, goodbye.
Langenweide Lufthansa 51 with Tube level 250, Alpha out of Frankfurt.
Lufthansa 951, Langenhallo, radar contact, descent to reach level 110 at Ramop, cleared Unoco 3
So as
Delta,
we
right.
are, it's a short flight, guys.
Descent to reach level
Munich
110
and
at
Brussels,
Ramop,
and
cleared
then we're
Unoco 3
going to
Delta
try to
arrival,
take the
Lufthansa
airplane
951.
back on the next flight to Doha. So we
Yes,
are
875 Papa, request
128
higher.
miles from the top of descent, and this is
Two
where
875 Papa for Brussels, this is the final level tonight.
Roger, Twitch at
Approach
875,
procedure
sorry.
and the brief. So we can now start
Oh, no worries.
debriefing.
Radar,
the
guten
first
Abend.
officer,
Air Portugal 1242 with you, flight level 370.
The Portugal 1242, Langenhallo, radar contact.
fix the approach charts. So we are expecting
Lufthansa 951,
ILS
information.
001. It's going to be
Mohammed,
via
India is
full
current at
transition.
Frankfurt, so you can expect the ILS 07 right.
We have information India and expect LS 107
I
white,
think by the
Lufthansa
gate
51.
is mentioned that it's going to be Victor's
So you push 254, switch Unicom, goodbye.
Betty 58
Hobbit Unicom, Dankeschön, bye-bye.
5 Alpha. So we can click this and click that.
Delta 31 Papa Lima, request descent, please.
That's it. Triple Papa Lima just about to call you. You can descend on Unicom altitude estimate. Bye-bye.
Okay, Unicom 122.8, Delta 31 Papa Lima, thanks, bye.
This is runway 01. And
London radar,
I have never been in Brussels airport before. This is going to be a first time. I think the apron, the cargo apron.
Lufthansa 219, Langenhallo, radar contact at
somewhere
2000 feet, climb
on the
set
north
flight
side.
level 240.
Yes.
Clear to climb flight level 240, Lufthansa 19er.
So we can clip the parking stands.
Langen schönen Abend, Ryanair Flight Echo November, Trans, sind Bravo 1 Info Golf, startup and clearance.
Ryanair Flight Echo November, Langen Hello Golf, correct, startup approved, cleared to, we're going Shatnik, routed 1 Echo, flight, no, sorry, Stansted, routed 1 Echo, flight per note, climb via sit 5,000 feet, squawk 2041.
So now we can,
Ryanair Flight Echo November, startup is approved, we cleared Stansted, routed 1 Echo, climbing via sit 5,000, squawk 2041.
24-8 Echo November, repeat correct. Digit 875 Papa, contact Brussels, control 129-575, good night.
129, Decimal 575, schönen Abend noch, tschüss. Switch head 875,
now
Papa.
we can set the
6876, contact Brussels, 129-575, goodbye.
officer
129, 5,
as reference.
5,
Minimums
good evening, Ryanair 163, flight level 340 Mountain Meadow.
Ryanair 163, outside of flyer space, continue on Unicom, bye bye.
Unicom for Ryanair 163.
Lufthansa 7 Hotel Victor, when ready, descend to reach level 2... Actually, descend flight level 350 and expect 250 at Dinkelsbiel. I'll call you back for lower shortly.
Expect an arrival via PT5 Alpha, chart 10-2 Alpha, effective 20
796, climb level 230.
Latest frequencies, airport elevation 175.
Langen hello, BT 73 Delta, direct Tattoo
Transition level.
BT 73 Delta, Langen radar, low score 1000.
Aircraft being radar Victor should reduce speed to maximum 250 at DME 30.
With a 11 Charlie, switch Unicom, goodbye.
Or wind below flight level 100. Minimum safe altitude from the northeast, southeast.
With a 11 Charlie, switch Unicom, altitude estimate, goodbye.
600. 2,200, 1,800 northwest, 2,000 northeast.
Lufthansa 7 Hotel Victor, descend to reach level 250, Dinkelsbiel.
650 by,
expected runway 0 and this localizer 01 dash 11 dash 1 effective 25 January 21. Localizer 1099er, final approach course 013. Set in the FMC. You need to check because I have now the ATIS by CP till C, and I can check now the transition level is 5.5. And I can send now request the updated weather winds for the descent. And we have already information.
PD73 Delta radar, contact, proceed, direct T-Boot.
Direct T-Boot, PD73 Delta.
Ryanair Flight Echo November, request pushback.
By the Flight Echo November, pushback approved.
Push approved, Ryanair Flight Echo November.
Final approach, fixed altitude 1,440, ILS, decision altitude is 375, we are category D airplane. There is no Cat 1, just an ILS, 375. Airport elevation 175, in case of a missed approach, climb on runway track 013. And then 1,500, then left, on a heading 0305, climbing to 4,000 feet as
Lufthansa 951, proceed direct Delta Foxtrot 651.
Proceed direct Delta Foxtrot 651, Lufthansa 951.
For the lighting system, we can expect 2 lighting systems with the PAPI on the
Lufthansa 330, monitor Unicom, altitude estimate, goodbye.
This is the boxes.
Monitor Unicom 122.8, Lufthansa 30, goodbye, thank you for your service.
4,000 feet, turn left. And
Center, hello, Austrian 260 on flight level on 4,000 feet.
260, Langen, hello, welcome back, climb by flight level 300.
Auto brakes.
Flight level 300, Austrian 260.
Via Echo 6.
Langen, hello, Hapag-Lloyd 184.
And request taxi to the...
Hapag-Lloyd 184, Langen, hello, welcome back, identified, climb by flight level 140.
Any questions?
Climbing via 140, Hapag-Lloyd 184.
Any questions?
I'm good.
Approach procedure completed. Descent procedure?
Stand by.
Lufthansa 18 November, switch Unicom altitude S18, goodbye.
Continue on Unicom 128, Lufthansa 18 November, gute Nacht.
Nacht.
Standing radar FedEx 146, flight level 310.
FedEx 146, Langen, hello, radar contact, proceed direct Delta, Kilo Bravo.
Proceed direct to Delta, Kilo Bravo, FedEx 146.
Lufthansa 706, request higher.
796. Lufthansa 796, climb flight level 310.
Lufthansa 706, climbing flight level 310.
Lufthansa 951, descent flight level 100.
Descent level 100, 951.
Austrian 260 requesting direct way to Sobra.
Austrian 260, you can proceed direct Bitbu.
Direct what?
Direct Bitbu, Bravo India Tango, Bravo Uniform.
Direct Bitbu, Austrian 260.
Lufthansa 7 Hotel Victor, switch Unicom, goodbye.
Unicom Lufthansa 7 Hotel Victor.
Hapag-Lloyd 184, Unicom, bye-bye.
Unicom 4, Hapag-Lloyd 184, ciao.
Lufthansa 796, auch für dich, Unicom altitude S18, bye-bye.
Confirm Lufthansa 796.
Affirm, Unicom, bye-bye.
Lufthansa 796, Unicom, danke fürs Position, haben noch, tschüss.
Ciao, ciao. Lufthansa 951, descent 4,000 feet, QNH 1012.
Descent 4,000 feet, QNH 1012, Lufthansa 951.
Qatar 87, when ready, descent to reach level 220 at Getzo.
Ready descent, flight level 220 at Getzo, Qatar 87.
Lufthansa 219, switch Unicom, goodbye. Lufthansa 219, switch Unicom, altitude S18, goodbye.
Center Austrian 260, kann ich kurz verschwinden, mal bitte da.
So Gipso.
Ja, klar.
Danke.
Es geht in 6 Minuten geht's rüber nach Brüssel.
Qatar 87, can we have the last descent altitude, please? Flight level?
220.
220, thank you.
Lufthansa 951 after 651 next Robsa, cleared ILS 07 right.
So that's 220.
After next waypoint, proceed Robsa and cleared for ILS runway 07 right, Lufthansa 951.
Ryanair 4 Echo November, request taxi.
Ryanair 4 Echo November, taxi on runway 03 via Alpha and Charlie.
Echo November 03 via Alpha and Charlie, Ryanair 4 Echo November.
Descent checklist. Descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Recall checked. Auto brake.
Level 3.
Landing data.
VREF 162. Minimums 375 feet.
VREF 162. Minimums 375 feet. Approach briefing.
Completed.
Descent checklist complete.
Welcome back.
So now guys, we're going to be descending by profile and the controller asks it to be leveled flight level 220 at Gipsu. It's Gipsu flight level 220, make sure that we're going to cross Gipsu flight level 220 or to be leveled.
Lange Moin, Eurowings 5 of Delta, flight level 270, inbound Delta Foxtrot 651.
Heading 5 of Delta, Lange Hello, radar contact information. India, current expect ILS 07 right, descent flight level 200.
Expecting ILS 07 right and descending flight level 200 for Eurowings 5 of Delta.
Langen Radar, guten Abend, Eurowings 762 in Cologne, stand Bravo 16, request clearance to Zurich.
Eurowings 762, Langen, hello. Unfortunately, I do not cover Cologne. I will pick you up in the air.
Okay, then, hear you later. Bye-bye.
Hello. Qatar 87, contact Brussels 129575, goodbye.
129575, Brussels, Qatar 87, thank you, bye-bye.
Ryanair 4 Echo November, ready.
Ryanair 4 Echo November, danke. Wind is 110 degrees, 3 knots, runway 03, cleared for takeoff.
03 cleared for takeoff, Ryanair 4 Echo November.
Skylink 114, speed 230 knots.
Speed 230 knots, Skylink 114.
Brussels, good evening, Qatari 87, descending through flight level 270 to flight level 220 to be leveled at Gipsu.
Qatari 87, Brussels, header identified, still 45 Alpha arrival, ILS runway 01.
35 Alpha arrival, ILS 01, Qatari 87, thank you.
Brussels, hello, jet left 1 will be over level 230.
Jet left 1, Brussels, header identified. 2 Jet 875 Papa, after Flora, direct Brussels, Bravo, uniform Bravo.
So you
After
guys
Flora,
we have
direct
been
Brussels,
cleared
tweet jet 875
via the
Papa.
Betty 5 Alpha as planned. So we're going to take Betty 5 Alpha to
Slot
Delta
6876, descent flight level 90.
maximum speed 250
Flight level 900
to flow, then continue Victors to runway 01.
Lot 6876, contact arrival on 118.250, bye-bye. Lot 6876, contact arrival on 118.250, bye-bye.
Was it for a lot 6876?
Lot 26, Christian, lot 6876, my bad. Contact arrival on 118.250.
118.250, lot 6876.
Anchor Center, Austin 260 on flight level 300, hello.
Austin 260, Brussels, hello, identified. Standard 163, fly heading 290.
Fly heading 290 for Ryanair 163.
One to go.
Checked. Smoothen the descent, the vertical speed.
Listen that 3 kilometers, contact Langen on 123, that's not 275. Bye-bye.
Lufthansa 3 kilometer, contact Langen on 123.725. Good evening, bye.
Skylink 114, I really need you to reduce your speed. Speed 230 knots or less.
Speed 230 knots, Skylink 114, apologies.
2 Jet 875, Papa, descent flight level 90.
Descent flight level 90, tweet jet 875 Papa.
Brussels Center, Canadian 1683, good evening, flight level 370, direct Kilo Romeo Hotel.
Canadian 1683, good evening, radar contact, flight level Christian, maintain flight level 370.
Maintaining 370, 1683.
2 Jet 875, Papa, contact arrival on 118.250. 2 Jet 875, Papa, contact arrival on 118.250.
18.250, sorry, to jet 875, Papa, bye.
Jet left 1 and flight level 170.
Direct to Polbo.
Jet left 1 when ready, descend flight level 170.
And Brussels, good evening, Ryanair 69 Hotel with the flight level 380.
Ryanair 69 Hotel, vessels identified, clear 45 Alpha arrival, ILS runway 01.
Ryanair 69 Hotel, please speak.
69 Hotel, speed 3 speed for now. Just to confirm, battery 5 Alpha arrival, ILS runway 01. Descent 260, descent flight level 260.
Descent flight level 260 for 260.
Battery 5 arrival. Correction, Battery 5 Alpha arrival for Ryanair 69 Hotel, runway 01.
Hello, Brussels.
Jet left 1, descent flight level 170.
170, jet left 1.
Qatar 87, descent flight level 110.
Descent flight level 110, Qatar 87.
Brussels Control, good evening, Ryanair 4 Echo November, passing level 155, climbing 180.
Flight level 110.
Ryanair 4 Echo November, vessels hello identified, flight level 240.
Climbing level 240, Ryanair 4 Echo November.
Brussels Control, hello, 373 Delta, passing level 321, descending 220, level 2 boots.
373 Delta, hello, cleared all no 4 Alpha arrival, ILS runway 01.
All no 4 Alpha arrival 01, ILS, 373 Delta.
Ryanair 4 Echo November, correction, level of flight level 200.
Leveling off 200, Ryanair 4 Echo November.
Ryanair 163, turn left heading 270.
Left heading 270 for Ryanair 163.
So we're now
Scanning 114, proceed direct vessels, Bravo Uniform Bravo.
Direct Brussels, Bravo Uniform Bravo, scanning 14.
Brussels allowed to jet at Echo Golf, level 340, inbound Merck.
Jet 8 Echo Golf, vessels hello identified.
Brussels, hello, VLAN 7 Mike, flight level 70.
Fishing calling, call sign only.
VLAN 7 Mike.
Left for Mike, hello identified. Climb flight level 330.
Climb flight level 330, VLAN 7 Mike.
Ryanair 163, descent flight level 90, contact arrival 118.250. Ryanair 163, descent flight level 90, contact 118.250.
Descent 90 and contact 118.250 for Ryanair 163, thank you.
Skylink 114, descent flight level 90.
Brussels Center, Austrian 260, request direct to Togo.
Austrian 260, enable, contact Paris 128.1.
128.1, Austrian 260, bye-bye.
Jet 8 Echo Golf, descent flight level 250.
Descent flight level 250, jet at Echo Golf.
Ryanair 69 Hotel, descent flight level 110.
Descending to 110, Ryanair 69 Hotel.
Scanning 114, contact arrival on 118.250. Scanning 114, contact arrival on 118.250.
118.250, scanning 114, open mic.
Jet left 1, nothing further, 1 to Dina, come 122.8.
Become 122.8, see you, thanks. Sorry, Echo November, expect higher in 2 minutes.
Roger.
So as we are probably descending flight level 110, we're going to be switch over to Brussels radar. I think the frequency is 118.25.
Brussels Control, KLM, Purple Lima 6 flight level 350.
KLM Papa Lima 6, Brussels, hello, identified.
Brussels, hello, 370 tracking Matu.
79 km, Brussels, good evening, identified. PT73 Delta, direct Flora, Foxtrot Lima, Oscar.
Direct Flora, PT73 Delta.
Yeah, 69 Hotel, speed 250.
Speed 250 for an FX9 Hotel.
PT73 Delta, descent flight level 110.
110 PT73 Delta.
Qatar 87, after Flora, direct Brussels, Bravo, Uniform Bravo.
Say again, please.
Qatar 87, after Flora, direct Brussels, Bravo, Uniform Bravo.
Aflo direct Brussels, Bravo, Uniform Bravo, Qatari 87.
Brussels Control, Lufthansa 12 Charlie, flight level 200, climbing for 220, inbound to Lima, November, Oscar.
Lufthansa 12 Charlie, Brussels, good evening. Descent now, flight level 110. Expect factors, Christian. Expect Alice approach, runway 01.
Descending to 110 and expecting vectors, Lufthansa 12 Charlie.
Some guys have a different quality of microphones that cannot be.
Brussels, hello, 3579 inbound, Sierra Papa India, flight level
This guy has
330.
a very good microphone filter.
3579, Brussels, hello, I see you pass. Could you check?
You can understand him very clearly, but the controller have some
I see you pass. Can you check your sim?
So can you see me where?
No, I see you not moving. Simulation looks fine.
Oh, apologies. 3579.
For Echo November, climb flight level 240.
Descend flight level 240, sorry, it's the 3579.
So flight controlling and flying it's all about preparing what the flight control is going to do. I already have added the flow transition.
Control, good evening, real charter 25, flight level 70.
Brussels VOR, Bravo, Uniform Bravo, and he already cleared it to Bravo, Uniform Bravo.
Identified, flight level 310.
Climb level 310, real charter 25.
This is just to avoid to say again, and could you say please the
Lufthansa
last
12 Charlie, direct,
and the name of the star.
direct Flora, that's Foxtrot Lima, Oscar.
So it's all about preparations,
Direct.
guys, and this way
Direct
you
Foxtrot
don't
Lima, Oscar for
obstruct
Lufthansa 12 Charlie.
the other guys. Sometimes the airspace gets really busy, especially like Frankfurt or Munich sometimes. So explaining and trying to say again, we keep the other pilots waiting for their turn, and sometimes could end up in going around.
Unit Chester 225, direct to Silpok.
Direct Silpok, real charter 25.
So now we're gonna fly over to Bravo, Uniform Bravo VOR. Then we're gonna go
PT73 Delta, speed 250.
250 knots, PT73 Delta.
One to go.
01.
So it's 3579 at descent flight level 170.
Descend flight level 170, sorry, it's the 3579.
Qatari 87, descent flight level 90.
Descent flight level 90, Qatari 87. Flight level 907.
Checked.
Fijn for 8 Echo November, climb flight level 340.
Climbing level 340, Ryanair for 8 Echo November.
288 Echo Golf, proceed direct to Delta Foxtrot 651.
Delta Foxtrot 651, thank you, appreciate that, thank you so much.
Qatari 87, contact arrival on 118.250.
118.250, Qatari 87, thank you.
Stuart 9 Kilo Mike, contact Langen on 123.275.
123.275, good night, good night.
Control 131 decimal, correction. April 7, 131 decimal 1. 131 decimal 18, reeling at 90.
Arrival, good evening, Qatari 87, information Juliet descending through flight level 100 to 900.
Qatari 87, Brussels arrival identified, information kilo current, no significant changes. Continue present heading, vectoring ILS 01.
Present heading, vectoring ILS 01, Qatari 87, thank you.
Speedbird 21 X-ray, turn right heading 100.
So now we are going to continue on present heading. We select the heading select. This is probably
Duty
going to be the
248,
same
call sign
route,
only
but
to
you
Brussels
want us on
arrival
heading.
120.1.
Call sign only, Brussels approach 120.1. Thank you very much, bye-bye.
Skylink 114, turn left heading 230.
So now we can prepare tower frequency.
Delta Sierra Foxtrot, right heading 230.
1 to go. Flight level.
Right hand 230, Delta Sierra Foxtrot.
And Delta Sierra Foxtrot descend to flight level 60.
Descent flight level 60, Delta Sierra Foxtrot.
Skylink 114, call sign only to Brussels arrival 120.1. Call sign only 120.1, Skylink 114. Easy 6521, Brussels departure identified, flight level 47, climb flight level 70.
Flight level 70.
Ryanair 9 Victor Charlie, turn right heading 160.
Right heading 160, Ryanair 9 Victor Charlie.
Easy 6521, contact control 131.1.
131.1, easy 6521.
Speedbird 21 X-ray, speed 180 knots.
Hello, Brussels.
Speed 180 knots, Speedbird 21 X-ray.
Delta Sierra Foxtrot, left heading 200.
Left heading 200,
So we're going to
Delta
go
Sierra Foxtrot.
overhead, turn,
Arrival good Lufthansa
come back,
6260, 080.
Lufthansa 6263, Brussels control, correction, Brussels arrival identified, turn right heading 09.
Well, it is, it is busy, I think.
Make that 110.
Right heading 110, Lufthansa 6263.
Lufthansa 6263, speed 180 knots.
Speed 180, Lufthansa 6263.
Delta Sierra Foxtrot, call sign only to Brussels arrival 120.1.
101, call sign only, Delta Sierra Foxtrot, thank you, goodbye.
Qatari 87, turn left heading 250.
Left heading 250, Qatari 87.
Qatari 87, speed 210 knots.
210, speed Qatari 87. Flaps 1.
Ryanair 9 Victor Charlie, right heading 190.
Flaps 1.
Right heading 190, Ryanair 9 Victor Charlie. Approach, this is Beeline 625.
Beeline 625, Brussels arrival identified, information kilo current, turn right heading 090, cleared ILS approach runway, correction, vectoring ILS 01.
Turn right 090, vectoring ILS 01.
Speed check.
Beeline
Flaps
65.
Speedbird 21 X-ray, turn right heading 200.
Right heading 200, Speedbird 21 X-ray.
Speedbird 21 X-ray, turn descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1013.
Descend 4,000 feet, QNH 1013, Speedbird 21 X-ray.
Qatari 87, speed 180 knots.
Speed 180, Qatar 87. Flaps 10.
Ryanair 9 Victor Charlie, turn right heading 220.
Right heading 220, Ryanair 9 Victor Charlie.
Flaps 10, green.
Speedbird 21 X-ray, call sign only to Brussels arrival 120.1.
It's going to be tight, guys, to fly 180 now.
120.1, call sign only, Speedbird 21 X-ray.
Flaps 20.
Brussels arrival, Lufthansa 12 Charlie at flight level 950, descending for 90, inbound to Bravo Uniform Bravo.
Lufthansa 12 Charlie, Brussels arrival identified, continue present heading, vectoring ILS 01, information, kilo current, break, Qatari 87, descend flight level 60.
Descent flight level 60, Qatari 87.
Departure, good evening, Air France 2901, climbing flight level 060.
France 2901, Brussels arrival, correction, Brussels departure identified, flight level 54, climb flight level 70.
Climb flight level 070.
Flaps 20 without dropping the gear down. That's a lot
Lufthansa
of drag.
6263, descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1013.
We usually come at flaps 10.
1013, Lufthansa 6263.
Busy airspace today.
Beeline 625, speed 180 knots.
To slow down to
180 knots.
180. We cannot drop the speed to 180 below flaps 10. We have to drop flaps 20.
Ryanair 9 Victor Charlie, speed 180 knots.
400, direct, Nicky. Reduce speed 180 knots, Ryanair 9 Victor Charlie.
Scandinavian 4744, Brussels departure identified 2,500 feet, climb flight level 70.
Climb to 70 to 74, correction, Scandinavian 4744.
Air France 2901, contact control 131.1.
Control 131.1, Air France 2901, thank you, bye-bye.
Scandinavian 4744, contact control 131.1.
Control 1311, Scandinavian 4744, bye-bye.
Flight level 607.
Lufthansa 6263, turn right heading 200.
Right down heading 200, Lufthansa 6263.
Lufthansa 12 Charlie, you are not clear for descent yet, maintain flight level 70.
Maintain flight level 70, Lufthansa 12 Charlie.
Ryanair 9 Victor Charlie for sequencing, turn left heading 100.
Left heading 100, Ryanair 9 Victor Charlie.
Qatari 87, descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1013.
Descend 4,000 feet, QNH 1013, Qatari 87.
Beeline 625, turn right heading 150.
Turn right 150, Beeline 65.
QNH 1013.
Qatari 87, turn left heading 190.
Left heading 190, Qatari 87.
Brussels arrival, hello, beauty 73 Delta, direct Brussels, descending flight level 90, speed 250.
Checklist.
Beauty 73 Delta, Brussels arrival identified, flight level 909, information kilo current, continue present heading, vectoring ILS 01, speed 180 knots.
Speed 180 knots, continue present heading, ILS 01, beauty 73 Delta.
137.
Ryanair 9 Foxtrot Juliet identified 3,500 feet, climb flight level 70.
Flight level 70, Ryanair 9 Foxtrot Juliet.
Ryanair 9 Victor Charlie, turn right heading 190.
Right heading 190, Ryanair 9 Victor Charlie.
Airspace is buzzing. Traffic all
Beeline
over.
625, descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1013.
Descend 4,000 feet, QNH 1013, Beeline 625.
Trainer 9 Foxtrot Juliet, contact control 131.1.
Control 131.1, Ryanair 9
Qatar 87 Heavy, call sign only to Brussels, arrival 120.1.
Call sign only 120.1, Qatar 87 Heavy, thank you. Director, good evening, Qatar 87 Heavy.
Qatar 87, radar contact heading 180.
Heading 180, Qatar 87 Heavy.
Checked.
Beauty 248, left heading 070.
Most of the
Left
airspace
heading
in Europe, they don't use the
070,
heavy
Beauty
call sign.
248.
Sometimes they use it more than
Beauty
they say.
248, maintain speed 180 until 7 mile final.
So sometimes when you try to tell them
Maintain
heavy
speed
call
180
sign,
knots
they don't
until
respond.
7 miles
So until the
final.
controller
Beauty
says
248.
heavy, just
And Beauty 248, left heading 050, clear tireless 01.
Lift 050, heading 050, clear tireless 01. Beauty 248.
Possible Ryanair 9 it's Charlie with you.
Ryanair 9 Victor Charlie, radar contact, left heading, standby. 9 Victor Charlie, left heading 210.
Confirm left or right turn?
Right 210, sorry.
Right turn 210, Ryanair 9 it's Charlie.
V-line 035 tower 1186.
1186, thanks for the ATC, B-line 035.
Skylinks 114, left heading 070.
Qatar 070, Skyling 114.
Enter good Lufthansa 6263.
Lufthansa 6263, radar contact.
We have this guy, I think he's going to turn to runway 01. I think this traffic here is above us, 200 feet above us. I don't know
Skyling
how
114, left heading 050, clear tireless 01, speed 180 until
but
7
that is
miles
the
final.
event today in Brussels. Is they have said they are going to be using 01.
That 010, clear. Sorry, say again.
050, speed 180 until 7 mile final.
Left 050, clear the LS 01 and spin white 0 and this match DME Skyling 114.
Speedbird 21 X-ray, left heading 090.
Left heading 090, Speedbird 21 X-ray.
Ryanair 9 Victor Charlie, left heading 180.
Turn us back to the
Left heading 180, 9 it's Charlie.
runway 01.
Ryanair 163, contact tower 1186. Ryanair 163, 1186.
186, Ryanair 163, thank you.
Speedbird 21 X-ray, left heading 050, clear tireless 01, speed 180 until 7 mile final.
Heading 050 knots, heading 050, speed 180 knots to 7 dB. Speedbird 21 X-ray.
And clear tireless 01.
On ILS 01, Speedbird 21 X-ray.
Lufthansa 6263, left heading 180.
Left heading 180, Lufthansa 6263.
So yeah, this is how it is going to be, guys.
Crossing approach,
We
B-line
have the
625.
traffic here following each other in
625, radar
sequence.
contact.
I think he's going to turn us behind the traffic on our 10 o'clock.
Qatari
once we-
87, turn left heading 130.
Left heading 130, Qatari 87 heavy. As I told you. So we follow the last traffic in sequence.
Qatari 78, continue left turn heading 060.
Continue left heading 060, Qatari 87.
Ryanair 9 Victor Charlie, left heading 150.
Left heading 150, Rhino damage, Charlie.
Qatari 87, continue left heading 050, clear tail 01. Maintain speed 180 until 7 miles final.
Continue left heading 050, clear ILS 01 and maintain 180 till 5 miles final, Qatari 87.
Until 7 miles final.
Correction, 7 miles final, Qatari 87.
Good day, Lufthansa 12 Charlie.
Lufthansa 12 Charlie, hello. 3248, tower 1186.
Tower 1186, Beauty 248. Thank you, bye-bye.
Lufthansa 6263, left heading 155.
Left heading 155, Lufthansa 6263.
Beeline 625, left heading 180.
Left 180, Beeline 625.
Lufthansa 12 Charlie, left heading 200.
Left heading 200, Lufthansa 12 Charlie.
Nine Victor Charlie, left heading 120.
Left heading 120, Rhino damage, Charlie.
Flying to the localizer, intercept first the localizer.
Lufthansa 6263, left heading 140.
Check. Left heading 140, Lufthansa 6263.
Beeline 625, left heading 170.
170, Beeline 625.
Now we are going through some wake turbulence because of the...
999 Victor Charlie, left heading 080.
Left heading 080, Rhino damage, Charlie.
Okay, well, for establish localizer 01.
Gotcha.
And if you are using
Arrival,
active
hello,
sky weather, active sky simulates wake turbulence in the simulator, which is amazing.
215.
According to the aircraft, if you fly behind Airbus A380, you have a higher,
999
heavier
Victor
wake
Charlie, left heading
turbulence.
050, clear tail 01, speed 180 until
You
7
have a
miles
light
final.
wake turbulence.
Left heading 050, clear ILS runway 01 and 180 till 7, Rhino damage, Charlie.
Skylink 114, contact tower 1186.
186, 514, thank you, Joe, we can see you next time. So,
Speedbird 21 X-ray, descend 3000 to intercept.
Descend 3000 to intercept, Speedbird 21 X-ray.
Lufthansa 6263, turn left at 10 degrees, heading 120.
Left heading 120, Lufthansa 6263.
Lufthansa 12 Charlie, left heading 170.
Left heading 170, Lufthansa 12 Charlie.
Beauty 73 Delta, left heading 210.
The guys
200 degrees,
professional
BT
using
73
this
Delta.
network. I
Lufthansa
recommend everybody
6263, left heading 050, clear tail 01, speed 180 until 7
pretty
miles
much
final.
fun instead of talking to
Left
the
heading 050, clear left approach 101, speed 180 until 7 miles final, Lufthansa
taxi
6263.
instructions.
Qatari 87, descend 3000 feet to intercept.
Send 3,000 feet to intercept Qatari 87.
Lufthansa 6263, expedite left turn, heading 050. Beeline 5, correction 625, left heading 145.
Left heading 145, Beeline 625.
Speedbird 21 X-ray, contact tower 1186.
Tower 1186, Speedbird 21 X-ray, bye-bye.
Beauty 73 Delta, left heading 205.
205 degrees, BT 73 Delta.
Beeline 625, left heading 120.
Left 120, Beeline 625.
Beeline 625, continue left heading 090.
090, beeline 625.
Ryanair 9 Victor Charlie, maintain speed 180 until 7 mile final.
Maintain 180 till 7 mile final, Ryanair 9 Victor Charlie.
Lufthansa 6263, speed 180 until 7 mile final.
Speed 180 until 7 miles final, Lufthansa 626.
Beeline 625, continue left turn heading 070, speed 180 until 7 mile final.
Turning 070, speed 180 until 7 miles final, beeline 625.
Lufthansa 12 Charlie, left heading 135.
Left heading 135, Lufthansa 12 Charlie.
DOT 73 Delta, left heading 180.
182 degrees, VT 70.
Qatari 87, contact tower 1186.
1186, tower Qatar 87, bye bye.
Beeline 625, left.
Ground on 118.05. Thank you, sir, for your service, and my apologies for some inconvenience.
No, you were great, thanks, mate.
Tower, good evening, Qatar 87 Heavy, ILS 01.
First, Skylink 114, the wind's calm, runway 01, you're clear to land.
Gear down.
Clear to land, 01, Skylink 14.
Beeline 5, go ahead, connect departure 118.250, bye.
Departure 118.250, beeline 5, Echo Delta, bye.
Qatar 87 Heavy, Brussels Tower, hello, sir, the wind's calm, runway 01, continue approach.
01, continue approach, Qatar 87 Heavy, thank you.
Radio altimeter alive.
Check.
First Tower, good evening, duty 4 Alpha, holding at Echo 1.
Duty 4 Alpha, Brussels Tower, hello, you number 2 for departure, number 1 for departure.
So the missed approach altitude is 4,000. Set missed approach altitude 4,000.
Beeline 025.
Altitude 4,000. Set.
Check. And we are on a minimum fuel.
Speaker 2, 1 X-ray.
Speed checked. Flap 30.
Tower, Silver 2 and X-ray, am I clear to land?
No, negative. The vacating aircraft have apparently blocked the runway, so go around ice again. Go around, climb 4,000 feet, follow runway heading.
Go around 4,000 feet, runway heading, Silver 2 and X-ray.
Landing checklist.
Speed brake.
Arm.
Landing gear.
Down.
Brussels Tower, Ryanair 9 Victor Charlie, status pilot 01.
Landing checklist complete.
Thank you.
Check.
Ryanair 9 Victor Charlie, Brussels ground. Correction, Brussels Tower, hello, winds calm, runway 01, continue approach number 2.
Runway 01, continue approach, Ryanair 9 Victor Charlie.
Says
1,000.
Checked.
1,000 feet.
Checked.
BT2, 1 X-ray, connect arrival 118.250, bye.
118.250, Silver 2 and X-ray, bye-bye.
Sorry, 87 Heavy, the wind's calm, runway 01, you're clear to land.
Clear to land 01, Qatar 87 Heavy.
Beauty 4 Alpha behind the landing, Qatari 747 800, runway 01, land the night.
Manual flying.
Behind the landing, Qatar 747 8, runway 01, duty 4 Alpha.
Checked.
Decide.
Continue.
Check.
Brussels Tower, good evening, beeline 3 Charlie Papa holding front, Echo 1 behind full traffic.
Beeline 3 Charlie Papa, Brussels Tower, hello.
Process Tower with the Lufthansa 6263, final ILS, runway 01.
Lufthansa 6263, Brussels Tower, hello, sir, the wind's calm, runway 01, continue approach number 123.
No, merci, continue approach, Lufthansa 626, please.
Sorry, 47, expedite to vacating.
Auto brakes.
Roger.
Qatar 87, expedite.
60 knots.
54 Alpha, traffic is the Qatar 747 vacating Echo 6, the wind's calm, runway 01, you're cleared for takeoff, no delay.
Clear for takeoff, no delay, runway 01, beautiful Alpha.
Shall I turn on the APU?
Yes.
Okay.
That was a very fast vacating for a Boeing 747.
Sorry, 87, continue on outer 6, hold short outer 5, and contact ground 128.050 by.
Continue under 6, outer 5, and contact ground Qatari 87, thank you.
Sorry, 87, confirm you hold short outer 5.
Hold short out of 5, Qatari 87.
Calico 4 with you again, sorry we lost the connection, holding short Bravo 1.
Roger, first Ryanair 9 Victor Charlie, twins, calm runway 01, you clear to land.
01 clear to land, Ryanair 9 Victor Charlie.
Swiss 2 Bravo Whiskey behind the landing, Ryanair 737, runway 01, land 18 behind.
Behind landing Ryanair 737, runway 01, line up and wait behind Swiss 2 Bravo Whiskey.
QT4 Alpha, contact departure 118.250 by.
And the famous
Departure runway 2, calm runway 01, landing clearance.
Alright guys, that was it. Thank you for the flight. That was it. It was a very busy airport today. We did well. I hope to see you in the next flight. And until then, thank you very much. Enjoy the weekend. And see you soon. Bye-bye.